Hey, Phil, beg more.
Oh, apparently there's voice chat in this. Robust content. That's right. It is robust.
Hello, edited Phil content enjoyers. We already looked at some of DSP's gameplay during his Halloween marathon, and now we see his costume reveal of 0 subs from Kick and him eating a succulent Chinese meal to coincide with his costume. Everybody, don't give him any ideas about doing a Chinese New Year's marathon, which you would probably never do anyways because it's a different date each year.
Hello and welcome. I am Bihan of the Lin Kuei clan, and I welcome you to DSP's Halloween Spooktacular for 2025. Today, I will use my powers of cryomancy to guide you through 8 horror-themed games that you, the viewers of DSP Gaming, nominated over the last month. We will also eat, drink, and partake in Halloween festivities all day long. What's going on, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to the channel. My voice probably sounds terrible and muffled.
He's wrong again in that his voice sounds fine here. He should probably continue to move that microphone closer to his mouth hole. You know, the thing he shoves snack pizzas down.
But I hope that you're all having a great Halloween so far. What's up, everyone? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Halloween Marathon. So, how y'all doing today? You like my outfit? It looks better when I'm standing up. Sadly, sitting down, there's only so much that I can show you. It is kind of limited, and you probably hear me really muffled because of the mask. Well, hopefully it looks good on camera. Actually, it looks better on camera than I thought it actually was going to look. Because in reality, this mask is not the mask that came with the outfit. It's actually a different mask that I had to buy because the original mask was absolutely awful, okay? So, just to show you, it's a full-body costume. It's the actual full-body Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat 1. It's the original outfit from the first game.
Yeah, you see Phil got the things they throw on furniture and moving trucks and put them on himself, and the suit makes him look really fat. This is such an awesome costume choice.
Now, there are many different Sub-Zeros over the years, and they actually have, like, all the different costumes, and I was trying to figure out which one I should get for Halloween, and I don't know, like, I think, like, the later ones just don't look as good. Like, they look too, like, modern. I like the classic look of Mortal Kombat.
So I just went for, like, the most classic one, but the mask that comes with this thing is terrible. It keeps falling off your face, so I ended up buying a whole, like, big baklava thing. It's not exactly the same color, but it's close, and with the lighting here, with the blue lighting in the office today, it actually looks good. We got food. We got booze. We got a special holiday-themed DSP Tries It in store for you.
How is it Halloween themed if it's Chinese food? Did I miss something? I'm really confused about this. Please elaborate, Phil.
And, it's going to be pretty hard to keep this on. I think that once we actually get to, like, games, I'll take the mask off because this thing is not going to stay on all day. There's absolutely no way. But it's actually kind of funny because Sub-Zero in the later games ends up not having the mask and hood anymore. He takes it off and actually becomes, like, unmasked. So it's kind of like, well, I'll start off with MK1 Sub-Zero, and then we'll change it up later in the day, and I'll become MK3 Sub-Zero. But I don't have a new outfit. I'll just take the hood off. So, you guys in a good mood today? You ready to party with me here on Halloween? I hope so. No! Your local SpongeBob fanboy.
Let's see. A 5-letter word for happiness. Money.
You're Not Funny is here. We got Chinese food, Hideo Hojima. To end the night, I want to do DSP Tries It, 2 special holiday-themed treats that I have lined up. It's Halloween. Why not try some Halloween-themed treats? I've never even done this before. Are you aware of that? Never once on a Halloween marathon have I actually tried, like, Halloween treats. I don't know why I never did. It's kind of a no-brainer that I would. So I will do that this year.
The funny thing is, he completely forgot to do either of these taste testings. Maybe Kat didn't DoorDash it from the grocery store, or perhaps Phil was too worried about not making enough money. I don't know. It's another case of over-promising and under-delivering.
Very nice. Trying to say, what's a good position here to pose? I know people will want to take screen captures and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. Probably we've already taken a million screen captures. Like, there will be some breaks to use the bathroom and grab the food and stuff. But for the most part, I'll be here hanging out with all of you all day long.
According to this guy, Phil only spent half of his stream playing games, so I guess Phil must really love video games these days.
This is an annual thing that I love to do here for the channel. It's kind of silly. It's definitely fun. And in actuality, this is one of the better outfits I think I've had. It actually looks pretty good. Like, I look like the original Sub-Zero. I seriously do. Like, it looks almost exactly like his outfit from the first game. If you take a look, I was playing it yesterday.
Well, it's better than the Ken one. Longer anime-styled hair doesn't really translate well to costumes.
Mr. Fart Sniff World. As for Mr. Krabs, I don't know how you think I would dress up like a giant anthropomorphic crab. It's a little weird.
That would be very appropriate. You know why? Because you crave money.
That's all for now.
Thank you for the early support. Let's keep it rolling. Let's hit that first 100 so I can take my first shot of the day. Let's get a tipsy Sub-Zero. Yes, let's do it. Yes.
Devour, devour.
So they screwed the order up, but not badly. They mixed the order up, so half of mine was in half of my wife's. So that's why this is like this. Like, it should all be together, but it's not.
Phil always says the order is messed up. I think he does this on purpose because he likes to complain about everything and portray himself as the victim. Someone actually had a good point in Phil's YouTube chat about how Cat could walk up the stairs with the food, so DSP doesn't have to take a 5-minute break to go get it. We get the people that are saying that Cat let the snort fort off his back because if he got up and immediately came back with hot food, someone else must be inside the townhouse. It's not a ghost, but Phil doesn't think about things that are good for his audience. He loves to waste their time with pointless dead air.
Because half of hers was in my order, half of mine was in her order, but it was still the right food. So overall, it's not bad or anything. But anyway, it's just Chinese food. It's some General Tso's chicken, which has rice all over it because my wife had that mixed in by accident. I wasn't supposed to have that rice. So I took it out of there, and then here we have, oh my God, I can't get it open. Fried rice with also just plain chicken that you put in sweet and sour sauce and also a hot and sour soup. So a big feast. There's no way I'm eating all of this. It's insane. It's an insane amount of food. We'll definitely have leftovers. Eat some of it tomorrow as well.
Now, what people are going to say is that Phil ordered multiple meals for himself because Cat is gone and he doesn't cook. Good job there, Phil.
No, not $1,500 for this, you mouth-drooling idiot. This is not DSP Tries It. This is just me eating today. DSP Tries It, when we hit the goal of 10 goals, will be on Sunday. Not this. This is just me eating right now because I'm hungry. It's supposed to be General Tso's chicken. Let's see if it's any good.
Devour, devour.
Not bad. It's, wow, it's actually a little bit on the spicy side. No way. I ordered food and it's spicy? I can't believe it. Everything we've ordered recently that was supposed to be spicy was insanely tame and lame. This is actually spicy. I'm shocked and I can't believe it. Actual spice. Thank you, Original Grant, for 666 Super Chat. He says you should have yelled at the driver, or you should have dressed as Scorpion and yelled at the driver, get over here. Well, the food did arrive. It did arrive. He just didn't know how to read to open the gate. I had to open the gate for him so he could get in. Anyway. It's actually pretty good. It's crunchy on the outside, sweet and juicy on the inside. The sauce is sweet, tangy, and then has spice on the after hit. So it's like 3 different flavors at once. It's actually good. That's actually really tasty. I like that a lot. Yummy. Let's take a look at this rice here. Just fried rice. I actually think it's pork fried rice. I'm not even sure. Oh, yeah, there's barbecue pork in there. I mean, messy, though. Mmm. Yummy. That's very tasty.
You know, this would actually be a better DSP Tries It episode because it's half as long as the other stuff.
This is an insane amount of food. It was only like 20 bucks. I'm not even kidding. This combo for General Tso's chicken, fried rice, this other chicken that you dip in sweet and sour sauce, and a hot and sour soup was like $20. You see? And this is a local restaurant. This is not fast food, you know, chain. It's a local restaurant, and look how much food you get. Versus going to Taco Bell, you spend $20, you get like 2 burritos, and it's disgusting food. And this is like crazy good.
Phil just discovered that Chinese restaurants give you large quantities of food for a better price than most restaurants. Congratulations, Phil. Yeah, apparently there's this massive food corporation called Cisco that is responsible for the deterioration of restaurant food because they have a large share of the market and sell a lot of frozen and low quality food to restaurants.
Devour. Devour.
The fried rice is dangerous because it's so good. I keep eating it. No, I didn't get a fortune cookie because this is actually a good place. They don't give you fortune cookies like some cheap place. They're like, nah, why would we give you a fortune cookie? We're not that fake Chinese place. Funny.
The Chinese place I typically go to gives fortune cookies and their food is superb, so I don't know what Phil has against fortune cookies. Maybe one told him he would go bald and his one true love would leave him and have a happier life.
All right, let's get some of this chicken here. Have it here. There we go. It's huge. Look at the size of this piece of chicken. It's humongous. Oh my God, there's an egg roll in here. I didn't even know this came with an egg roll. There's an egg roll in here. Wow. Nope, not styrofoam. It's plastic. They outlawed styrofoam here. I'm not joking. Styrofoam was outlawed last year in our state. You cannot, as a restaurant, have styrofoam in your packaging at all, or you get fined. So they all had to go to recyclable plastic. You know, they outlaw all the important stuff. Very important that they do that. No styrofoam. That's the important thing.
So, styrofoam, like any other plastic, comes from petroleum. It doesn't break down in the environment and it's not good for your body. Part of the problem is that the plastics industry has made an emphasis on recycling, but recycling plastics is not like recycling aluminum or glass. With those things, you can reheat and shape them. With plastics, not so much. Also, most plastics are thrown out instead of recycled. And with stuff that isn't biodegradable, we should be reducing our use of them. And if we are using them, reuse them. Most people don't realize this out of ignorance, and waste from things like styrofoam and plastics continue to cause harm for people today, and it will for hundreds of years, if not thousands. Yet Phil doesn't think about anything after today, so he thinks he's massively inconvenienced by having different packaging. Like, this is the guy who ranted about not getting plastic utensils despite eating the food at his house. He can't even be bothered to do dishes.
And look. It's a ton of chicken. It's not just breading, like a lot of these places do an insane amount of breading and no chicken. It's insane amount. It's loaded with chicken. Completely loaded. Yummy. Let's have more of the General Tso's. So my wife got white rice with hers. As you can see, they mixed up the rice. That's white rice stuck to here. They put mine in her box and hers in my box. So we had to swap chickens.
Devour. Devour.
Did I hear that Wings is going back to Lolcow, but not Lolcow Live, a different show in the community? No, he literally said as much on Monday. Did he not? On the interview I did with him. It was the last question I asked him, or the next to last question I asked him. I was like, you keep saying you're done with Lolcow. Are you done? He said, no, I'll probably go back. So there you go. Are you shocked? No, I'm not shocked at all. He wants the money. He just wants what it is. He wants the money, and he's not below, or he's not above lowering himself to that kind of status to make money. So, whatever. He can do what he wants.
Wow, Wings got a word in edgewise during that atrocious interview. I'm shocked. I'm really surprised. That was one of the most terrible things and a lot of horrendous content Phil has put out there over the years. DSP really thinks he's above Wings, yet he begs for money more than anyone else. But in his deluded mind, he thinks he's right and proper.
Man, that's good. Ah. I don't know if Wings has Wings eaten any better, or has Wings done anything better on his streams since he was on my show on Monday? Remember the advice I gave him? I said, no drinking or eating on stream at all. If you're going to drink, only water, because, you know, that'll get you into the habit. At least when you're working, you're not doing bad things to your body. Has he actually followed that? I wonder.
Remember Boogie inhaling liter bottles of Mountain Dew? I can't even imagine. It's a vicious cycle. He eats because he's depressed, and he's depressed because he eats.
That's right, as I eat on stream. I can say that. You want to know why I can say that? Because at 43 years old, I weigh 185 pounds. I'm buff. Okay, not super buff, but I'm more buff than I have been since I was in my 20s, basically. And this is the time that I eat it once a week. I'm not eating it every meal. I'm not doing it all the time. I'm doing it in a healthy capacity, you know, in moderation, like you're supposed to. So I can eat this when I want, as long as I'm also working out. I'm working out 5 days a week. So I can do it. That's right. There's a difference.
How about you take off your shirt, Phil, and put your money where your mouth is? You certainly don't look buff to anybody. Maybe to your 300-pound couch potato viewers, but you certainly aren't the picture of good health. Like, if we had you do cardio on an exercise bike against Review Tech USA, he'd probably beat you by a lot.
And by the way, what am I drinking? Filtered water. Not soda. Not a shake. It's water. All right. I still got the soup I haven't even tried yet, and I have the egg roll I haven't tried yet. Some fried egg in there. That was yummy. I miss the days when they used to put a ton of fried egg in fried rice. They don't really put that much anymore. Yummy. No, this isn't DSP Tries It. I've already had this before. I had this either earlier this year or last year we did this before. This exact same place. I don't know if I ordered the same chicken, but we had the same combo and everything. This is not a formal taste test at all. I'm just eating. Even the egg roll is good. Crunchy. Tasty. Juicy veggies. It's actually quite good. Yummy. There we go. Thanks, Tony Soprano, for $5, and he's trying to insult me. Thanks for $5, stupid. Okay. Alrighty then. I don't know why it's called an egg roll. To my knowledge, originally, the egg roll used to be actually made of egg and it would be deep fried. But these egg rolls that we have now are more like, I think that would be more, maybe it's called a spring roll rather than an egg roll. I don't know. I'm not an aficionado of Asian cuisine where I would know the nuances between the spring roll, the egg roll. I don't know. That was a good one, though. That was a darn good one. Why are fries called chips when they're potato fries? They're not. They're actually called fries. For some bizarre reason, in the UK, they call them chips. I don't know why. I don't know. And then you guys call chips crisps, right? Now, that makes sense because chips actually are crisp, but they're also chips. Like, they're a chip off of a potato. So I guess chips and crisps being called the same thing, that does make sense. Fries and chips makes no sense. A French fry is not a chip off of the potato. It's a chunk of the potato. That's fried. So, I don't know. I'm not sure. They just like France. We can't call them French fries. We have to call them chips. We hate France. Can't give them any credit. Now, is that true? Someone just says, people in the UK eat beans on toast, so that explains a lot. Yeah, but are they really eating that as a featured meal? Or is that more like a side thing? Like here in the United States, we have Texas toast, which is a thick cut toast. And usually we eat things on it like barbecued chicken, barbecued pulled pork we would put on a Texas toast. Or sometimes they'll make thick cut French toast out of Texas toast. But I would never say that's just like I would say barbecue pulled pork. I wouldn't say pulled pork on toast. You know what I'm saying? Is beans on toast like a big featured thing over there? Like they actually talk about it like it's a main dish? Or is it just like a silly side thing? Beans on toast is actually so hated for no reason, it's pretty good. It's a ghetto meal. People do not eat it all the time. Oh, it's a ghetto meal. I see. It's more of a snack, lunch, breakfast. It's not like people eat it every day, says Stewart. It's a breakfast dish. I would never think to eat beans as a breakfast dish at all. But I mean, everyone's different. Some of the stuff they eat in Asia is ridiculous for breakfast. They're eating like salty ramen and stuff for breakfast. Like, what are you doing? Oh, I'll have some more of this rice. I'm getting full already. I had like, what, 2-3 pieces of this. I had some of this. I had the egg roll. I had some of this. So I'm getting full. And I haven't even eaten half the food yet. Have I ever had banana and Nutella on toast? No. I've had Nutella. I've never had banana and Nutella together. Oh, yeah? Nutella on toast, warmed up in a microwave for 10 seconds is amazing. I've never had warm Nutella. I've had room temperature Nutella. I don't think I've ever had warm Nutella in anything, like purposefully warmed up. No, I don't think so. Dude, this fried rice is so deadly. It's super good. That fried rice is sickeningly good. Let's get this on the leaderboard. It was 666 from Original Grant and the troll Tony Soprano, $5. That's $11 of support. What are we at right now? We're at 314. Let's go. Let's rally. Let's get some support so I can take a shot as soon as I finish with this as we're starting the next game. Let's go. Because if we get enough support and I can take some shots, I won't need a coffee. That's the thing. Either the liquor or the coffee. I can't do both. All right? That's horrible for you. You should not be taking big things with caffeine in them while you're also drinking. So if I take a shot and we keep that going, great. If I have the coffee, that's great too, but I can't do both. So let's rally. Let's get some support here.
Yep, give Phil tons of money so he doesn't have to drink coffee. This is so stupid. Who's giving Phil money to drink? How dumb are you to have to fall for this stuff? Like, seriously, he's trying to get your pity, but it's like, oh no, he has to drink coffee of all things. What a horrible existence he must lead.
Again, all day I've been honest with Kick. I said, if you guys are supportive today, I will give you back your highlighted messages. We've had an insanely slow day on Kick. I've been here since 11:30. It's 5 p.m. We've gotten like 2 subs, maybe 3, and maybe like 1,000 kicks. So it's equivalent of like $25 of support on a stream where I made over 300. So it's not looking too good. I'm getting those messages back. I'm just saying. Really, it's not.
He's such a prick and he doesn't even realize it. This is complete viewer repellent, yet he revels in this. He loves having power over his audience. He really wants to be a king that has absolute rule over everybody. He has no idea that he looks like an absolute idiot that doesn't deserve anything. Of course, this comes with a caveat that like 99% of the Kick audience is just there to troll him. But he doesn't comprehend that absolutely nobody will respond positively to this. That's Phil's insanely positive and succulent Chinese meal. I hope you enjoyed this venture into the Snort Fort. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and I will see you next time. This is Robust, turning off the station.
I think you're seeing a small change.